the siphon is breaking now. Yeah, I thought I would start with that because it takes a while to fill up actually. So just watch that till it finishes. And almost basically done. Right. Hi. Hello everyone. This is my second aquaponics video, and happy new year to everyone. I hope you're enjoying the year so far, and I hope you continue to enjoy it. If you haven't enjoyed it, you haven't started to enjoy it as yet, it's time to start. Alright, so where to start? Well, a lot has changed since my first video. A lot. Things have gotten have upsized, so to speak, but still simple, nothing too complicated. Sure, all you aquaponics enthusiasts out there already have an idea of what's going on here. So, where to start? Let's pick up from my first video. If I know how to, or I learn how to, I'll put a little what do you call it? A little thing in the video so you can click, or I'll just put a link in the description if I can. Right. If I don't know how to, sorry. So, if you watch my first video, you will recognize this and this. This is my little gravel grow bed here with the siphon inside and a gravel guard. When you first saw this was actually inside, and then I tried to use a white fluorescent light because I realized the plants weren't getting enough light, and so I brought it outside. I had a couple problems with that first setup. It was very hard to get the timing right for the water coming out here, so the siphon would kick in and shut off as it's supposed to. I had a little problem with my pump slowing down, but I think that was because I was restricting it so much, and because I didn't have a filter or anything, so it was being clogged. So I basically did all of this to solve those problems and make the system more efficient. So let's start. Yeah, so I brought it outside, and then I didn't exactly know about the cycling and everything, so I didn't think it was cycling enough, and I was growing some sweet pepper shrub or tree or plant, sweet pepper. I had aloes, and I had what was it? Basil and parsley. The parsley didn't like it, that died quickly. The basil, in the end result, the sweet pepper, the basil, and the aloes were doing quite well actually. When the aloes was still in here before I did over everything, and but the basil died. I think it was because the leaves were actually quite yellow. I'm not sure of that. I think it's because the plants were probably lacking, the system is probably lacking potassium or iron or something. But you know, and for a lot of reasons, when I put that in, the system hadn't finished cycling as yet, so I don't think it had built up enough nitrates. So, like I said, you will recognize this and this. First thing you'll notice that is different is that I covered this in black plastic, because when I did it, I did that video in either July or June, and since then it's see-through on here, as you see from the first video. I keep referring to the first video, so please watch it, and you know, like it and subscribe. No, so it fills out here and it goes through. You all know that. You guys know how a bell siphon works. I explained that in the first video. I actually have a little hole here. and I have to cover that actually. But this is to stop the sunlight from penetrating through the see-through plastic and causing algae growth, as you can see from the old rocks I used them back, because these are good, you know. I had to wash these. A little concerned about these. These are actually limestone rocks, and so far doing my testing, the alkalinity and the pH. The pH is high and the alkalinity is quite high actually, so I don't know, those might be responsible, but we'll see as it goes on. I'll keep testing. So let's start from over here. So these are 3 deep water culture rafts, or floating rafts as they're known also. And basically the water is in here and it comes through from this pipe at the top here, comes around and flows straight through these 3 buckets. Just put that back there. And you saw air stone in there, and that's basically for aeration of the plants. I have to drill the holes to put cups in them. I'll make another video of that on a later date. So it flows through here, flows through these 3 buckets, flows through down this pipe and back into what is my sump. This is my sump, and I have a pump, 750 gallons per hour, little giant pump, the same pump I used in the first video. It pumps up, goes on to this T, and next T here branches off into the gravel grow bed and goes back to those buckets I showed you. And this next side goes down. This is just a tap to, if we want to shut off all the water going this side, and we go down here and we go up here into the fish tank. You hear the siphon kicking in again into the fish tank. And here are my fish. I have like 43 of them in here, and I think they're Mozambique tilapia. You should be able to see the water a lot clearly now. The turbidity is quite low now actually, because it was high, but my filter is working quite effectively. This here is my filter, so just gonna feed them. Let you see them come up. They've gotten quite big. They're the same fish. I had close to 30, 27, one died, had 26, and then I added the rest, how many of it to make it 43. Must be like adding now. You do the math. So there you have it, you see them? I think they're Mozambique tilapia actually. I got them out of a abandoned pond, so to speak, so it's good. They're quite big. So yeah. And this is my slow. As you can see, it goes right down to the bottom. I did not put an end cap on it, and I think I'm already regretting that, because I actually found a fish in my sump. I found a fish in my sump. So let me explain how we got there. It was a small fish, probably the smallest one in here. Let me see if I can find him. He's usually at the top, but he probably ran because of feeding. It's probably that one there. I can't point because he's moving. This one. Him right there. I don't know if you can see. Anyway. So it comes with the slow solids lifting outlet, I think is what it's called. And it goes down here, down into here, and up into the radial flow filter. All of this, and this is compliments Rob Bob, I think is his name. Yeah, so thanks to him for sharing how he made his radial flow filter and his slow. You see the really big ones there now. And I'm just gonna let you have a peek in here. I said I didn't want this video to go on too long, but I probably won't. You know what? I'll show you that in another video. I'll show you that in the video when I start to make the holes in the styrofoam for the water culture or filter raft. Alright? You guys probably know how the radial flow filter works already. Just type in Bob radial flow filter, and he has a great video. He taught me how to make it. This is just the top here. But when I want to clean it, Um, I had quite a bit of leaks, but I solved them with some silicone and some silicone. See the really big ones there now? Big guy. Anyway, so the water goes through there and fills up here and then comes out. Seems like I have a little leak there actually. Bit worrying, but probably put some silicone there. So it comes out here, goes down, and from there straight back into the sun. So basically, this is what I think they call a chiff-piff system, or a chiff-piss system, or a chop system, which is constant height one pump. This is chop, CHOP, and chiff-piss, which is constant height in fish tank and pump in some tank. Basically a combination or either one of those two methods, and it basically allows you to use one pump and allows the water in the fish tank to be at one level and not fluctuate, which is always good for the fish. So yeah, that's basically it. I just put this rock here, a nice brain coral rock. You'll notice I got it from the beach. You know, I just put this here to stop any debris from getting in the gravel guard and the siphon. And this level here, it seems to like this a lot. It seems to like this flow here a lot. The siphon is kicking in and stopping quite well. And it's just, I have an ear pump underneath here. And these have 3 ear stones in an ear stone in each bucket, which you know, just basically aerates the water for the plants. In my fish tank, you have seen a lot of bubbles too, and I have 2 ear stones in there from another ear pump. So yeah, and that's about it really. Oh, I put some seeds in here, celery, lettuce, and some chives actually, just to see how they're doing. There's one right there on that rock. That little black seed right there. I think that one is a chive actually, or chive, however you say it. So yeah, that's basically it. These cans are just for support. Nothing here. Nothing in here. I was actually planning to use either one of these as my fish tank and then cut one in half and use as the grow beds like you see a lot of people doing. Here the siphon kicking in again for the 3rd time. That was 3 times in 13 minutes actually. Fast, okay. So yeah, but these have cement additives, so can't use these. So I had to get another one, and that's basically it. Like I said, Happy New Year to everyone, and subscribe. Bye.